Happy New Year and all that good stuff. I haven't seen you all, but we are here today because last year we talked about this development, or this development for this area, Jailette Road, and a proposal was presented, and the builder was D.O. Horton, and we all heard you loud and clear that you did not approve of D.O. Horton. You all didn't like the product that was presented to you, and so I want to thank Michelle for hearing your comments and going back and trying to seek a new developer for this property. Bottom line, the property owners, and one is here tonight, are selling this property. We don't own this property in the city of South Fulton. And this property, future land use, calls for, what is it?
Suburban neighborhood up to 3 units.
Yeah, suburban neighborhood up to 3 units. So at some point, it is going to be developed. No matter how bad we don't want it to happen, it's going to happen. We don't own the property here in the city of South Fulton, and we can't stop property owners from developing their property according to code. But what I do as your council person is encourage developers to come out and meet with the community and build camaraderie and consensus with the community so that we could, number one, advocate for quality development, and number two, make sure that the development is something that would not hamper what's already in the community, the property values, and also something that we all can live with in a harmonious way. And so what Michelle has done, who's representing the property owners, she went out and got a developer, new developer. Century Communities is the new developer. I have seen the new development that she's proposing. In my opinion, it is a much better product than what was presented the first time to us. But I'm going to let you all be the judge of it. I would say be open-minded, be courteous. We're not here to be contrary. We're here to be respectful and voice our opinions respectfully and move on. This is about you all. They have not filed the rezoning application yet, which I think is also respectful, because a lot of developers who encroach upon us, they go file the rezoning application, and once they file that rezoning application, then a community meeting happens. That's required per law. And then it goes before the planning commission, and then it comes before the council. Well, she has not filed that zoning application. So what she is trying to do on behalf of the property owners and the builder is to make sure that the community is amenable to what's being proposed. And so that's why we're here. Some of you all got red oak sweatshirts, and I only had mediums and 2Xs. So if you didn't get one, if you could put your sizes by the spreadsheet, I will make sure you get one. I am just coming off of an economic development bus tour. We took a bus of over 50 City of South Fulton residents to tour Avalon, Sandy Springs, and Alpharetta. And we saw different concepts of mixed-use development. We also got to talk to staff and developers up there to tell us how they got there and how long it took them to get there. We talked about the master planning that they have. We can have those things too on the city of South Fulton side. It's just going to take time. Sandy Springs is explained they were the first city to split off from unincorporated, and they're now 19 years old, and they're in their second phase. So it took them 19 years. It was a very good tour. And so I'm saying that to you all because when we're gonna do more of these tours, and I would like to encourage you all, when we have these tours, to sign up and attend the tours. We gotta get out of our ecosystem, and we have to, we're building a new city. And the city that we're building, we're gonna leave it here. And it's gonna be here whether we're here or not. We wanna make sure we have a well-planned city. Our city is not some of the cities that were planned by Oglethorpe, and they talked about some of the cities that were planned by people a long time ago. That's not happening here. We're like Sandy Springs. We have a blank canvas. We have the most undeveloped land in Fulton County. We are now in a situation where people want to sell their land. They're selling their land, they want to profit from their land. And that's why you see a lot of development happening in South Fulton. Some of the development was planned and before the housing crisis happened and before we became a city. So some things don't have to come before this council or you for consensus. But in some cases where the land is zoned agricultural, which is in this case, it does have to go through a process. Okay? Yes, and I'm gonna turn it over to Michelle. Yes.
Okay, I have a question, because I've been missing meetings. Down the street from where me and my neighbor resides, there's construction that's already, they're laying the pipes and stuff like that. So are we here tonight to look at the renderings for that?
So can you tell me what down the street means?
I'm at 3900 Jailette Road. And.
That's not this development.
I'm sorry?
That's not this development.
That's not this development.
No. This is on,
Yeah, this is on Gillette Road,
And
but
this
this is
right
vacant,
off
this
of
hasn't
Gillette
been
Road.
zoned.
this hasn't, the land has not been disturbed for this development.
Because our land has been disturbed,
Yeah.
the pipes, yeah.
So I need to look at that because some of Gillette is East Point. And that's an East Point development, which we have no control over. They don't talk to us, they're not gonna, if you're not an East Point resident, they're not gonna talk to you, they're not gonna seek buy-in. East Point, you know, they have their own autonomy and that's just it. And I have been successful with talking to the council members over there about some things that will impact City of South Fulton residents, but for the most part, they have made it clear we're gonna do what we want to do.
So where is this location?
She's going to get into that. That's why you all will send a postcard. She has a full presentation. If you will allow her to go through her entire presentation before you interrupt her, I just ask that you be respectful. Be candid, but be respectful. Because I'm going to be honest with you, she doesn't have to do this. She could file her zoning application.
We'd be like they out there in Atlanta, burning it.
And you go to jail, just like they are.
I'm saying.
And again, what I am saying is, what we're not gonna do is not be disrespectful.
Right, I'm just answering what you're saying.
What we're not gonna do, Mr. Wilkins, is not be disrespectful. What we're not gonna do, I'm not tolerating that from you this time,
Hey, what do you mean this time?
officer.
Hey, now hey.
We're not gonna be disrespectful.
What do you mean this time?
We're not gonna be disrespectful.
You made it.
Because last time you were disrespectful, and we're not doing that.
You're lying. Councilperson, you're lying.
I want to prove it, all right? So let's
You're
be
lying.
respectful.
Well, be respectful, but you ain't gonna lie on me.
Look,
'Cause I've been
boss man,
coming.
boss man, this off the other talking now.